Spartan Kid Outdoors family and Brews and Barbecues family, welcome to the first ever episode of the joint channel. For those of you guys that haven't seen the video already, me explaining that what's going on here, basically I had started a barbecue channel, but I figured, you know what, too much work, why not just combine both channels and have all of you guys either enjoy fishing or my barbecuing, so when I can't catch fish, you guys still have some content to watch. But anyway guys, enough talk. We're gonna get right into showing you guys exactly how you guys can make some beef jerky right at home. I am gonna show you guys how to make it on a smoker, but I'll also show you guys exactly how you would do it in the oven. Let's get after it. For today's beef jerky, we're gonna be using a cut of top round steak. The reason you choose top round steak, eye of round, or even bottom round is because you want the leanest meat possible. Beef jerky doesn't seem to taste too well with too much fat, so you use one of the leaner cuts of meat. When cutting your strips for your beef jerky, make sure you cut about 1/4 of an inch thick. Any thicker and they take too long to cook, any thinner and they dry out really fast. So you want to make sure you hit that sweet spot. After I have my beef jerky strips, I do like to go back through and cut any excess fat. For our seasonings, we're going to use brown sugar, red pepper flakes, black pepper, onion powder, smoked paprika, garlic powder, and cayenne pepper. Exact amounts in the description below. The next thing we're going to need is a gallon-sized Ziploc bag. Open up the bag and transfer all of your jerky slices into the bag. Now that you've added your seasonings, we're going to need some Worcestershire sauce, soy sauce, raw honey, Dr. Pepper, and last but not least, some water. Seal your bag and store in the refrigerator for 12 to 24 hours. After your jerky is marinated for 12 to 24 hours, you want to lay out some aluminum foil and paper towels. Individually place your beef jerky strips onto the towels and pat dry. While we wait for our beef jerky to rest and dry a little longer, we want to preheat our oven to 175. And for those doing it on the smoker, we want to preheat to 165. Alright guys, now that we've got our barbecue at a temperature, it's time to lay these down. Now, if you guys have a cooling rack, that's the ideal way to do this. But I actually do not. It's being used for something else right now. So you just want to lay these just so. Now remember, they can be touching but not overlapping. You don't want them to overlap, just so that you can get all the moisture out of it. So we're just going to lay these in here just like so. And come check on them every now and again to see if they're to our liking. Now after you guys have done setting them in, it should look something like that. Like I said, if you guys have a cooling rack and are able to put it on the cooling rack, that is the way to go. But my cooling rack is currently preoccupied by something else, which we'll be doing a video on soon. But we're going to shut this lid so we don't lose more heat, and we'll check on it in a little bit. Alright guys, I think this jerky is just about done. Some of the thinner pieces were done a little earlier. I pulled those off already. So now we're just waiting on the slightly thicker cuts to finish. And let's see how they're doing. Oh man, look at those. These look pretty good. This was one of the thicker pieces here, so let's see how she's doing. This one could go for a little bit longer. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just check all these other ones. Look at that. That's about the resistance you're looking at getting. You can, I mean, if you've ever had jerky before, you can tell when it's done. You should get that feel like you normally do, but man, that is done. You want to get that slight bit of resistance and drawback, kind of the accordion effect. But that jerky is done. So let's start pulling these guys off of the barbecuer and go in and give it a taste test. Alright guys, so the moment of truth now. We've taken the beef jerky off of the smoker and let it sit and rest and just cool down, and we've actually put it into our airtight container. And when it comes to jerky, you want to keep it in an airtight container just so it lasts as long as possible. You can either vacuum seal it if you have a vacuum machine, or you can put it in an airtight container. I think you can find these things at Walmart too. So let's do this. Let's give this a little bit of a shot. The wife's already gave it a try, but she didn't want to be a taste tester today, so I'm just gonna cut a little piece here, just so that I'm not chewing forever on camera for you guys. But I mean, that's jerky if I've ever seen it. Oh man, that's good. Oh man, that's really good. It is just the perfect mixture of spicy to sweet to salty. You can definitely taste the sweetness, but you get a little kick of that heat from the cayenne pepper to the smoked paprika to the red pepper flakes. It's just perfect. I mean, there's some good jerky. And that, I mean, that Dr. Pepper, this is the first time me trying it with some Dr. Pepper in there. Oh man. Definitely recommend you guys try this. And just a good rule of thumb, I mean, on the oven, my oven only goes down to 175. On the smoker, I actually did it 165. But the whole entirety of the smoking process actually took about 4 hours or so. So on the oven, it might be a little bit quicker because it's 10 degrees hotter, but just continuously check on the jerky. Make sure it's got the right texture to your liking. Some people like it a little bit more moist than others. I like mine on the drier side, but not too dry where you're biting into just straight bark. But thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna keep chowing down on this jerky. Like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate the heck out of you guys for watching this video, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode of Brews and Barbecues. We'll see you guys later.